What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So I got this YouTube series going on where I'm basically eventually gonna farm every single dungeon and raid in the game, and then tell you guys why people are farming it in order to make gold. Like, what could you possibly get inside the dungeon or raid that makes it worthwhile for gold? And in today's video, we have a classic one that I've done for probably 10 plus years in order to make gold, and that will be Wrath of the Lich King, Pit of Saron. So before we take a look at that, I have to say a massive thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. This gold guide is a digital guide, meaning that you can open it up on your computer, and it features all the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. Even better is the fact that it is a one-time purchase, so once you get the gold guide, it comes with a lifetime of free updates. So whenever there's a new patch or even a brand new expansion like Midnight, I update the exact same gold guide with the new best methods, and then I send that to your email completely for free. So that's going to be linked down below in the description, and by using the discount code STUDENT, you get it for 50% off. And I know a lot of you guys already have the gold guide. Appreciate all of the support, and if you do, definitely consider checking out the VIP Discord as well, because once you join in, you can view all these videos before they go on YouTube, giving you a slight advantage. But you also get access to exclusive gold tips. There's multiple spreadsheets for gold making, TSM groups and operations. You can even get access to my investments that I do for stuff such as Midnight, player housing, and much, much more. But that will also be linked down below in the description. So Pit of Saron is a dungeon that you farm for a very specific item. It takes place right here in Ice Crown, and it is very important to do this on heroic mode. So many people spend hours running this dungeon on normal mode, and you don't want to be one of those guys, right? So because we're in heroic mode, it means that whenever we kill a boss, we're going to be locked to the dungeon, and we don't want to do that because we want to be able to run this dungeon 10 times an hour. It's a very short pull in the dungeon, so preferably you want to have or run it on more than just one tune an hour, because if you weren't aware already, the dungeon cap of 10 runs an hour is tied to the realm that you play on, and not the account. So that means you can do 10 runs on, let's say, the realm Silver Moon, and then you can log over to a character that plays in a different realm like Argent Dawn, and you can do another 10 runs. So by having characters in two different realms, you can run this more than just 10 times an hour, which you definitely should if you're going for the items that this dungeon has to offer. Now, I'm on a druid right here, which moves faster than a ground mount. But the great thing about this one is to just like mount up. You can just run around on your ground mount and just body pull all of the mobs right here, and then we want to kill them at the end, because you don't want to kill and loot. It's going to be faster to just do like this. Just pull all of the mobs, like every single one of the dungeon right here. You don't want to pull any bosses though. So what I typically do is I pull all of these guys, including this skeleton, and then I take them all up to the first boss. I go around the corner so all of the mobs will gather on me. AoE them down, loot, and you're pretty much done with the run. You can then just like run out of the dungeon, reset the instance, and then you can go again. It's like super simple thing to do. But what you guys are interested in is why people are doing this though. But at least now you know how it's done. I'm just going to check and see if I got anything good. Got an epic, but that's an epic BOP item, so nothing of interest from this one, sadly. But the items that you want to be getting, and the reason why you're running this on heroic, is mainly because you want to get the Battered hilt. The Battered hilt comes in two variants. There's one for Alliance and one for Horde. In fact, it's one of the only items in the game that is like faction specific. So that means if you farm this on a Horde tune and you list it on the auction house, only people that is logged onto a Horde tune, like viewing the auction house, can see that item Alliance won't be able to see that item, which causes massive like value differences. And you can also, because it is faction specific, you cannot throw it into the war bank and sell it on a realm that has a better price. So it is a very specific two realm kind of gold farm, this one. But it can be absolutely insane. Like, I've sold a bunch of these for like 70,000 gold lately. It's also rumored that the Battered hilt is going to be an item that you can have on display in player housing, because Blizzard literally teased that in one of their screenshots. Because once you do the Battered hilt, it's just a quest item, but it's going to give you achievements, cosmetic items, and the sword that you get from completing this quest line is hung up on the wall in the player housing, one of the images that Blizzard showed. So if that is the case, which it probably will be, I feel like these will go drastically up in value. But that's not the only reason why people are doing Pit of Saron. Well, it's the only reason, but there's also other ways that you can maximize the gold potential of running it. And that is by doing this on a toon that has tailoring. Because if you do it on a toon that has tailoring, you can get all of these shirts. The Workman and Lumberjack shirts. They are like Wrath of the Lich King world drop. They can drop in Nax Ramas. They can drop in all the other dungeons as well that has humanoid mobs in it. But it just adds to the average gold per hour that you're going to get. And there's, of course, always a chance of getting stuff such as the Astral Light Bow as well. There's a couple of transmog items in there of interest, but it's mainly for the Battered hilt. And I would say if the Battered hilt doesn't have a good price on your realm, it's not worth doing it for any of these other things. There's better alternatives out there. So that is pretty much why people are farming Pit of Saron. Now, that's pretty much it for today's video as well. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of like World of Warcraft gold making content in general. And don't forget to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide alongside with the VIP Discord. They're both going to be linked down below in the description. I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye bye.